It's funny that really the key to having a great fourth quarter is asking the right questions. Asking the right questions, because then those guide you to where you want to go. And one of those questions came to me at a lunch counter in Buckhead in Atlanta with a friend of mine as I was describing for him some of the things that I wanted to pursue in the fourth quarter. And he said, Alan, I think, I hear these different things. I think the question you want to ask yourself is, how many days do you really want to work? Now, this is a guy that works all the time. And he and I have always found a lot of meaning and purpose in work. But that question made me then begin to really think about my time. And so I went home and I got one of those old fashioned handwritten calendar, daily planner kinds of things. Got off my computer, got off my phone, and just began to map out, okay, how many days do I want to work? How many days do I want to spend with this group of grandkids? How many days do I want to spend with this group of grandkids? How many days do I want to spend traveling? How many days do I want to spend doing something else? And how many days do I want flex time? And all of a sudden I began to realize, okay, I began to build out. There's only 365 days in the year. And once I put crystal clarity around how I wanted my time allocated, it gave a real energy and a real vitality to my fourth quarter, because then I could backfill from that and figure out how I wanted to use those days. So for me, I figured out I want to work 100 days a year. That's what I want to work. So I coach, I speak, I do that kind of stuff. Your number may be different. But to think through the question of how many days do you actually want to work in your fourth quarter? And how do you want to use the other days? And how many days toward that? So you don't leave it undefined, because then you're always just kind of trying to figure out what the balance is. Figure it out, backfill, and then you can adjust from there. Really, really revolutionary question for me that my friend asked me just having lunch one day off the cuff.